And in a new viral video, a recent USC graduate heads to LA's infamous Skid Row, donating Abercrombie and Fitch clothes to homeless people. It's called Fitch the Homeless.
Abercrombie and Fitch only wants a certain kind of person to be wearing their clothes. Today, we're going to change their brand. I traveled to a Los Angeles Goodwill where I scoured the racks for donated Abercrombie and Fitch clothing. They embraced it wholeheartedly, and my expedition was a huge success.
Creator Greg Carper is with us now. Greg, so great to have you this morning. Explain to us why you've made this video, which is now wildly successful.
Well, like a lot of people, I was very upset by the CEO's comments that sort of resurfaced into our collective consciousness last week. And I wanted to do something to show him and other people that this wasn't acceptable.
And what do you, we're showing a picture of him right now. I mean, what do you think his message was? His message was there is a clientele for Abercrombie and Fitch, a target market, and that irritated you.
Well, he didn't just say that there was a target market for Abercrombie and Fitch. He said that certain people can't ever belong. And that sort of message of exclusion is just a horrible thing for a giant, massive retailer of clothing for, you know, teens and young adults.
You clearly struck a chord because now your video has 4.2 million hits. Did you ever think you would get that kind of success so quickly?
No, absolutely not. The last video that I uploaded, I think before this one, got 71 views, so this was completely unexpected.
You know, and it's even like entered the public conscience. You know, you look at Kirstie Alley, for example, last night talked about it on Entertainment Tonight. Listen.
Even if I was cool and thin, and I've got 2 kids in that bracket, that they will never walk in those doors because of his view of people. Forget women, his view of just people.
Do you feel like this could be the beginning of a groundswell against the retailer?
Definitely, absolutely. And that's where I think my video fits in. I think it's part of a much larger movement against him and hopefully against these sort of bullying marketing strategies.
Yeah, it's all about the cool kids. So with this wild success you've had, these 4.2 million hits and counting, what are you going to do with this? Where are you going to take this next?
Well, I hope that it just doesn't become another retweet and forget thing. I hope that people actually go out and they donate to the homeless and they engage with homeless people and help reduce the stigmatism that homeless people face in our society. This is a great way to not only stick it to a corporate CEO, but also to make a positive difference in our society.
If you could speak right now directly through this camera to the CEO and top executives of Abercrombie and Fitch, what would you tell them?
I would tell him to stop being such jerks.
If you're trying to be blunt with them, though, what would you say?